This video is for everyone who's been wondering how the heck Tattoo Land guy built his tattoo power supply box. I was one of those guys scratching my head, wondering and asking the same question. Everyone was asking him, how is everything connected? Which wires ran to what? So I stood up all night figuring it out. So after 13 hours of being high on coffee and smashing up my kitchen, I finally figured it out. I drew here a diagram of exactly what I did, what I've used, and how I connected it, step by step. Now I was gonna show how I put it together as I was building it, but then I realized that I would have had to taken it all apart, but not after I stood up all night breaking my head. So I drew this here diagram as good as I could. Now I'm not Michelangelo or anything, but so excuse my drawing. I drew it up as easily and possible. Now, first off, these are the things that you will need to put this thing together. You will need a 3-prong power cord. I got mine from the back of my old desktop computer. You will also need a fuse connector. You're gonna need the fuse connector. These are gonna be all the objects that I've used on my tattoo machine that will work perfectly. So you're gonna need a fuse connector, which is one of those. You're also gonna need a 2-amp fuse, which is one of these. You will need a switch, which I also took off the back of my desktop computer power supply box, which looks kind of like this. You'll need a transformer. I used a transformer from my doorbell. You can use any kind of transformer, but these are the items that I've used to build mines. So if you follow these ones, it'll work perfectly, I guarantee you. You'll need a bridge rectifier, which kind of looks like this one, with the positive and the negative and the 2 little squiggly lines at the end. You're definitely going to need that. You'll need a 2200 to 3300 UF 35 volt capacitor. On the capacitor's plus and negative side, you will see a negative symbol running down the side where the wire is. You'll see it on the capacitor when you look at it. Kind of looks like this. Here's the negative side on the capacitor. Look for this, and this wire right here will be the negative wire. Also, you're gonna need a phone jack switch or connector. You're gonna need 2 of them. You will need 2 phone jack connectors. And last but not least, you're gonna need a rheostat, which is like this. I got a 25 ohms rheostat on mine's. But you really need a 35 ohm rheostat. The difference between the two is that the 35 ohm rheostat, you can control your speed on your tattoo gun, but the 25 keeps it at it keeps it at a level on a normal speed, which is the speed that you normally run. That's the normally speed that I use. So plus Radio Shack didn't have the 35 ohm, so I stuck with the 25. But it's up to you. The 35 ohm is preferred. Okay, now all these items that I showed you you can get them at Radio Shack. The 35 ohms you might have to order it online, only because, like I said, Radio Shack didn't have it. Maybe my Radio Shack didn't have it. The only biggest size they had was a 25 ohms, but I'm sure you can find it anywhere else. But you're probably better off getting it online. It'd probably be a lot cheaper or whatnot. But right now I'm gonna show you the diagram of how to put all these wires together and what wires go to what. So bear with me. I'm gonna run through you my diagram. Here it is. Alright, this is the inside of the diagram. Alright, this right here is your power cord section. All right, this is a 3-prong power cord. All right, on one leg of the power cord, one wire, the black wire, you're gonna run it to the fuse connector. From one end of the to you're gonna run the black wire to one stick of the fuse connector. The other stick of the fuse connector, you're gonna run another wire to the switch. From the other end of the switch, you're gonna run a wire straight to the white wire of the transformer. Sorry. So from the black wire to the fuse, from the fuse to the switch, from the switch to the white wire of the transformer. Now the ground wire of the transformer, you're gonna run it to the ground wire of the plug, the power cord. The black wire of the transformer, you're gonna run it to the white wire of the power cord. Now on the other end, on the other side of the transformer, there is a positive and a negative screw. On the positive screw, you're gonna run a wire to the little squiggly line on the bridge rectifier. And then the negative screw of the transformer, you're gonna run the wire to the other side of the squiggly line. Now, on the positive and negative of the bridge rectifier, on the positive side, you're gonna run a wire to the positive side of the capacitor, and the negative, you're gonna run a wire to the negative side of the capacitor from the bridge rectifier. Now, from the negative side of the bridge rectifier, you're gonna run a wire to one end of the phone jack. Let's call this phone jack the clip cord one. From the other end of that clip cord, you're gonna on the other side of the clip cord, you're gonna run another wire to one end of the rheostat. The rheostat has got 3 sticks. All right, the one you're gonna run one end wire over here from the clip cord to the rheostat. From the other end, not the one in the middle, the other end stick of the rheostat. Sorry, here we go. You're gonna run a wire to the other phone jack, which I call it the foot switch. Okay, from the other end, the foot switch has got 3 sticks, 3 little legs, little pegs. All right, the other end, you're gonna run a wire from that end all the way to your positive of the bridge rectifier, and voila, there goes your power cord. There goes your power supply for your new tattoo machine. So it's pretty simple. I'm gonna run it to you a little again, a little faster. All right. This is the power cord. You're gonna run a wire from the black to the fuse, from the fuse to the switch, from the switch to the transformer, white wire. The ground wire of the transformer to the ground wire. You're gonna connect them to the ground wire of the power cord. The black wire of the transformer, you're gonna run it to the white wire of the power cord. On the other end of the transformer, positive to the little squiggly line on the rectifier, negative to the bottom squiggly line of the rectifier. The positive on the rectifier, one wire goes to the positive of the capacitor, another wire runs to the foot switch. The negative, you got one wire running to the capacitor, and you got another wire running to the clip cord. From the clip cord, you got a wire running to the rheostat. On the other side of the rheostat, you got it running to the foot switch, and that's it. That's all you really need. And make sure you put the 2-amp fuse into the fuse connector, or else it won't work. But other than that, I'm telling you, this works exactly how Tattoo Land put it together. This is what he did that everybody was asking questions about. I hope this helps you out, and excuse the way my language is and how I speak, but this is my first video, and there will be more. So again, there'll be more improvement. All right. Have a good day. Enjoy your new tattoo power supply box, and don't forget to subscribe. It'll definitely help me out a lot. Thanks. Have a good day. Bye.